Hey guys, all right, so first things first, you will forgive the ambient sound, the background noise. I am gonna be 45 this month, and I actually started menopause almost 10 years ago. Almost, it's more like 8, because it's right, well, yeah, was it? Oh my goodness, my little son is 9 right now, and I started menopause symptoms right after he was born. So yeah, it's been about 8 years I've been dealing with this. And so I have to have the windows open because the hot flashes, okay? It is what it is. I'm a real girl. We talk about real stuff on this channel, so you'll just forgive that. Plus, I actually like the sound of like cars driving by on a, remarkably gloomy day where it's just real gloomy and wintry, and I just really like that. So you're getting that from me today. All right, but today we're talking about this Fiera Luxury Concealer in the shade Light. Now, I have seen this advertised as a foundation as well, but they're calling this a concealer. I looked all over for the foundation. They don't have one, they just have this. And I've seen like it advertised all over the internets, on the YouTubes and the Instagrams and the Pinterests. And yes, I still am a big fan of Pinterest. All right, so this cost me, I want to say about 20 bucks, and it looks like it's a squeeze tube. It is. This is in the shade Light. I feel like it's going to be too light for me. I'm going to shake it up because it looks a little bit, you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see, but like you can kind of see the product through the little window there. So that's not just, I don't think that's just like a sticker. That's actually the product that you can see through the shade of it. So this is probably going to be too fair for me is what I'm thinking right now. This is 0.5 ounces, so half an ounce for 20 bucks. Seems like a lot to me. But I had been seeing it advertised a lot, so we're gonna try it anyway. Let's get into it. All right, and okay. Oh, maybe it's, you know what? This seems like it might be like very concentrated. It is I don't know if you can see that, but it's like a cream. So I'm just gonna dab a little bit on my hand. Oh yeah, oh my goodness, like how long has this been sitting there? Oh my goodness, it is like a thick cream. I don't know anything about this product. Like, why didn't I look it up? Why am I not? Okay, well, maybe it's just concentrated and that's why. This seems to me like it's got a bit of a cool undertone, but it actually looks good on like the skin on my hand. It's so hard to tell. We'll talk about this another time. So let's just get it on. Very creamy, yeah. And, oh, okay. Okay. It feels like a lotion, a little bit stickier than a lotion, but it's looking really good and natural. I was expecting cakey. This is not cakey that I can feel. It is kind of sticky. It actually looks like it might have less pigment than you expect. Yeah, this is like, it's looking really good, you guys. I'm shocked. Like, we'll see. I'll get the rest of it on and we'll see. It's looking so good. Like, it's looking like almost exactly the right shade for my skin. And I laugh sometimes. You guys put that in the comments. I talk about this a lot, about the skin on my face is not the same color as the skin on my neck, so I have to match my foundations to my neck. And a lot of people do. So every time I see one of those Il Makiage commercials where they're showing like the foundation going on and it's exactly the right shade for the skin on their face, I'm like, yeah, but like, what about these ladies? What about us girls that have to like match it to our neck? What about those girls? Anyway, this feels like almost like a tinted moisturizer, but like a tinted moisturizer cream. It feels so good and it looks really good. I am shocked. It looks like it's building up. No, oh my goodness, like I'm gonna get an up close look just so that we can make sure this isn't trying to trick me. Now it is sticky though, I will say that. All right, it looks so good right now. Get a close up, shall we? Oh my god, it looks so good. It is not gunking up my pores at all, which is insane. You guys, like, is this the exact right shade for me? It's crazy because like, it's just crazy because this is, to me, this is too pinky neutral. I'm on the pinker side to be this good of a shade match, and usually like the more yellow it is, the better it matches me, but I don't know, this looks perfect, and the coverage is very natural. it feels so good on my skin. It feels like a nourishing product. Like it doesn't feel like a creamy, crusty cream. Like I have another cream foundation I'm going to be reviewing or doing a video on soon, and this is so much better than that one. All right, well, let me just get the rest of my makeup on and we'll talk about it. Okay, so here we are with a full face on. Very light makeup day today, but this is looking so good. Like, all right, I lost it. Here it is. This is looking so good. I'm gonna say this is sort of like, again, I stand by my idea that this is sort of a tinted moisturizer cream. So I don't think the pigment is insane, but it looks really good. And I feel like it looks like it has more pigment and more coverage than it actually does, because it just, I don't know, like, I don't know how they did it, but it looks really good. It's not messing up my pores. It is very creamy though, and shiny. So for me, this is almost too much glow. And I know I've had people say, well, you look so much younger. I don't think I do. I think that's just like, that's sort of like a brainwash in my opinion, because like when I see myself with real shiny face, it accentuates every line, bag, dark spot, like everything. It just accentuates everything in my mind. So either I'm brainwashed, or the people that think overly glowing skin looks young and radiant and beautiful, they're brainwashed. I'm not saying no one can pull it off. I'm not saying that shiny skin doesn't look youthful. I'm just saying on me, it never looks good in my mind. Like I just don't think it ever looks good. Like even right now, this is shining too much, and in real life, like on camera, maybe it's picking up as like it's blurring everything and blah, this and that. But in real life, this is too shiny, and it's making me look like, it's making that area look more sunken. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm never going to be on board with overly glowing skin. Just never going to do it. So if you are oily though, any oily girls out there, I don't know if this is going to work for you, because it's very shiny, and it also feels very moisture rich, and it's not like, it's blendable, but it's kind of sticky. So it's not so sticky that I'm like, I can't blend it or whatever. So I would just say, just be careful if you have very oily skin. Dry skin girls might really like this. Again, I don't know how it's happening, but it's making my skin look extremely smooth. And I have powder on now, so it's even more smooth than it was when it was just this, but it still looked smooth. It looks very natural, like crazy natural. Is it worth the $20 price tag? I don't know. You're gonna have to like use your own judgment on that. It's 0.5 ounces, but I feel like it's very thick, so you might need less product. And how many of us will go through a full foundation anyway? So if it's worth it to you to pay the $20 to have a really nice natural, if this is a foundation that you've been waiting for and looking for, then you know it might be worth it to you. For me, it's really nice and I will use it. Something that I consider to be similar, not quite the same, but similar, is the AOA Studio Pro Wear Foundation Full Coverage. For me, this is not full coverage, it's good coverage. And it looks pretty on the skin. This one's a bit more, not bad, but it seems a bit more crusty. I know that sounds terrible. It sounds terrible. It's not. This is actually a good foundation and I like it, but this one seems more smoothing. That's a better way. Like this one just seems more smoothing, and this one, especially because I have so much hyperpigmentation to cover, and it could be shade as well, but this one is in the shade light. It wasn't too light for me. But this one is the shade Porcelain, and it's too light. So if I mix it with the couple shades down, which is the shade Buff, I'm not sure if this is like one step or two, I can't remember. But if I mix these two together, perfect shade, not crusty, okay? See what I'm saying? Like, and because this has a bit more pigment, it is a bit, like a tiny bit more obvious on the skin, but it still looks really pretty, and I still do recommend this foundation, and I wear it a lot. I'm gonna have to say that this one's a little bit better. But these, even if you get 3 of them, you're still only paying at the most $5, $6. For a full ounce of product, I think this might even be more than an ounce. No, it's one, so ounce of product, you're paying like $1.55, whatever, for that, and this is $20. I can't take away though that this looks really nice, and you saw my first impression, it was looking really nice. So what I will do is I won't be able to come back for a check-in because I've got Christmas play tonight for my kids, and so we're gonna be doing that. But I will put in the description any of my updated thoughts if anything weird happens. Like I put this on my eyelids and it did crease a little bit. I already blotted it off, so you can't see it now, but like it did crease a little bit, and I do have heavy eyelids from age, and they're rubbing together and creating a crease. So, and I put it underneath my eyes. I don't think it's more creasy than any other foundation though. I don't feel like the powder that I put on top of it is like sticking to it in a weird way, because sometimes sticky foundations can do that. But overall, as a first impression, it's covering up a lot of my flaws. It's making my skin just look really good. So first impression is looking good. I will come back in the description with any updates, so whatever happens, good or bad. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to thumbs up, like, subscribe, ding that bell, and I'll see you in the next one.